Hello and welcome back to the GorillaBiker, and today what we're going to be talking about is how much did it cost me to bring this Suzuki GSX-R back to life. It's been a question that has been asked a couple of times, mainly actually people messaging me directly on Instagram, which is cool. Always appreciate messages wherever they may come from. But that's what we're going to be going through today, is how much it cost me. Was it worth it? And, you know, was I happy with what I kind of got into the project to get out of the project, if that makes sense? And am I happy with the, what would you call it? The outcome, I suppose. It's, you know, like the finished bike, the learnings I got from it, and I suppose what I'm taking into the future. And was it worth the money that I had to put into it? So yeah, that's what we're going through today. So if you want to hear that, stick around. So how I'm going to break this into is stuff that I feel you should definitely buy, and stuff that you don't actually have to buy. But the stuff that I absolutely had to do and had to get for this bike is what I'm going to talk about first. So the very first things I got were, and bearing in mind now that I started this project back in February, March, I don't know, it was earlier in like 2020 that year. But first and foremost, what I actually ordered straight off the bat, because I knew I was going to need them for the project going forward, were spark plugs, an oil filter, oil, double H brake pads for the front, full set, standard rear brake pads, which were wrong and I had to repurchase, but anyway, and also an air filter. So they all came as part of a service kit from motorcycleshop.ie, and that cost me €195.35. Now, is that a good price? I thought so, because that was, you know, liquid moly oil, oil filter, all that stuff, and it's one full service kit with the addition of the brake pads and stuff, which I knew I was going to need. So for me, definitely worth it. Next, what I have on my list is the S22 tires. They cost me €340 fitted. That was with me bringing the wheels into the shop myself, and that was Baldrick's Motorcycles in Kilkenny. And then there's a great guy to deal with, and while they could have possibly been gotten slightly cheaper somewhere else, he did them for me like within a couple of days of me asking him. He ordered them in, ordered in the sizes, and had it done the same day. So really no complaints, and I will always pay that little bit more for good service anyway. I haven't even ridden on those tires properly yet because of the weather and lockdown, but I took the advice of buying those particular tires from people who I trust, so Motor Dragon and what Grant do. So I'm looking forward to getting them out on the road and trying them. So next, what I had to get was fork oil, brake fluid, fork oil, seals and dust, all that stuff. So the fork oil was €15, brake fluid 15, fork seals and dust seals 32, piston seals for the front, calipers and everything to do with the rebuild, other than the actual pistons, was €141. That was from cmsnl.com. The rear seals were €30.50 from cmsnl.com. Carb rebuild kit, which I got on eBay, which came from an American seller whose name I can't remember. That was €128.70. That's including all import fees and other tariffs. That was a really good kit. That was screws, everything else. So yes, it was expensive, but I think it was worth it. Then we also got a new battery, again eBay. That was €53. That was a Motobat battery, and yeah, I think it's absolutely worth the price that I paid. No complaints. So yeah, good price for me. Next, I got new stainless steel caliper bolts, and they were €10 on eBay. Really good price, can't complain there. Then I also got new stainless steel caliper mount bolts, bleed nipples, a new painted, I don't know, oil cap and something else. I can't remember. I think they were the screw cappy boys that go onto your tires. I got them from ProBolt. They were €85, including delivery from the UK. 5 litres of coolant, €25. Yes, I'm using my phone, by the way. That's where I'm getting all these. If you notice me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. I would apologise, but I kind of need to look because I can't memorise all this. Then the vacuum lines, the orange ones that I had in the videos. Like I said, they were left over, but they would have cost you about €15. I've had them for years, but I did price similar vacuum lines, silicone vacuum lines, and they were about 15, so that's what they are. And then I had my brake lines. They're HEL brake lines. They were braided with the nice finishes on the top and stuff. They were €120 from HEL Performance directly. The exhaust hanger, which is from Beowulf, was €60 delivered. I thought that was pretty good value. The PR15 tank sealant kit, so that was everything I needed to redo the tank. I got that from like a vintage car place. That was €110 delivered, and that was definitely worth it because it saved the tank. Without that, it would have been a lot more expensive. So very, very, very happy I got that. And then I got a battery tender, which was €30 on eBay. You saw that. So the total stuff that I really needed for the build, the total, before all the extra stuff you would have seen me buy, like tools, like the Dremel, stuff like that, was €1,405.55. Now, that's a lot of money. that is a lot of money. But when you consider that you wouldn't buy one of these bikes for less than 2.5 anyway, especially the 750 in that color and that condition, it only has like 20,000 miles on it. And when you consider that a large chunk of that was actually the tires, which, I mean, they're consumables, you're gonna have to change them anyway. I think that's a bloody good investment. And I'm very lucky to have had the opportunity to restore that beautiful creature that lies in wait behind me. But you know, such is life. So what I kind of remain to have to spend is chain and sprockets, which I will do probably fairly soon. I don't know how soon, but I'll probably do it pretty soon. They're €150, and then also the throttle cables and clutch cable, which I definitely need to do probably sooner than later. They're €120 for all three. That needs to be done. So I'm gonna do it. But when I have money for it, obviously. Yes. Then also, if you add on the stuff that I bought thanks to my patrons, which you would have already seen, like the adjustable rear sets. Words are so difficult. Adjustable rear sets, and also that delicious quick release fuel tanky boy. Also that's a major part, and that was, they both came to €253, purchased completely through Patron-funded, so that was also awesome. Then there are the tools, which I also feel deserve mention, as they were kind of not expensive, but also not inexpensive. I mean, I did spend quite a bit of money on, you know, kind of investing in the future, but that's okay because that was something that I kind of planned on doing anyway. So the ultrasonic bat, the Sealy ultrasonic bat, that was €400 from Mac Tools or something on eBay. Then there's the brake piston grabber thing, that was €30 on eBay. The Dremel, the ultimate set with all the fancy bits, that was €225. The Dremel bits, which was €25, you know, the ones that I use for cleaning, which if you were watching the CB500 series, you'll know that the cheaper ones I bought on eBay, I'm not even putting them on the list because they're absolute turd. They're not worth the metal they're made with. They're useless. And then also the car balancer, which was €53, and that brings the total for like tools that I bought specifically for this project that I didn't own previously to €744. So the grand total, including the patronage stuff that I have spent over the last nearly 12 months, I suppose, on this bike and this project, and also preparing myself for future projects, was €2,562.55. Now, that's a lot of money, but was it worth it? Was it worth it? Personally, I think yes. I think it was really, really worth it. I learned a lot while I was building this bike. Now, like, number one, you have to remember, I've wanted that exact bike. I mean, I've looked at that for minimum 13 years, sitting in a shed, wishing that I could bring it back to life. And I got that opportunity to bring it back to life, and I did it. So not only was it an investment in a bike that I've been looking at for years, thinking that, you know, that's something that I can save, that I can rescue, that I never thought that it would happen how it happened, but I'm very happy that it did. And you know, like, other than that, you know, one of the huge things for me in this project was it wasn't about the money. It was about the outcome. It was about me learning how to do this. So, you know, the first for me was I rebuilt, you know, the set of calipers, carburetors. I had never done that before. I did it. It worked. Yeah, I made some mistakes along the way, all documented on, you know, the GSXR 750 build series. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch it. Also, I rebuilt motorcycle calipers for the first time ever. Proud of that. Rebuilt the upside down forks, which I have done before, but never like this, completely unassisted and on my own. So very, very happy with that one. And just in general, you know, taking a bike that hadn't moved other than to be moved out of the way in so long and getting it back and getting it on the road. Yes, we're in lockdown. Yes, I can't ride it, but I can't really describe the happiness I felt the first day that I got to take that out on the road and ride it. You know what I mean? It's something different, and I'm very happy about it. So, would I recommend someone taking on a project like this? It depends. It depends on what you want to get from it. Like, if you're looking to take on a bike that hasn't been started, and as long as that GSXR hadn't been started, and you want to get it back running and learn all that stuff yourself. Ooh, that was my other camera. It's probably alright. 1 second. We're just gonna leave that turned off for now. If it's something that you really want to do and you can afford to do it, especially over the time frame that I did it, because that takes a lot of the financial stress off. Yes, it's absolutely worth doing. And if you've never gotten a chance to do a project like this where you get to take something that is dead for all intents and purposes, it doesn't start, it doesn't run, the battery's dead, the carburetors are seized, the brakes are seized, everything's seized, and then you bring it and you take it from being this dead thing back to life, it's very worth it. And I highly, highly recommend it. There are a few things in my life I think I'm going to be more proud of or remember as fondly as getting this GSXR done. I don't think there's very little I'm as proud of, you know. That might be sad, but it's a fact. So I am extremely happy that I did this. And yes, it's a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I have a bike out of it. So I'm also pretty damn pleased with that. A bike I'm gonna love and keep forever, really. So worth it for me. If you have any other questions around this build, on this bike, or anything else you've seen on the channel here recently, please let me know in the comments, because I'm more than happy to oblige and, you know, answer any questions that you may or may not have. There's my not so bald head now. I need to reshave it. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm fine with how much it cost. Would I like to not have spent that much money? Absolutely, but at the same time, it's an investment, and at some stage, you're gonna have to make those type of investments in order to make something like this happen. So I'm pretty happy. If you have watched, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please do remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'd be interested to hear what you think about how much I spent on it. I don't have any fancy ways to get parts. Like, a lot of the stuff that went on this kinda had to be new, which I know some people might disagree with, but to me it had to be new. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, if you have not yet seen the rebuild series on this bike, GSXR 750 and playlists, please do give it a look. Let me know, do you like it? Leave me comments if you came here from this video and had not seen the rest of them. I would love to know. And yeah, until next time, a massive thank you to all of my patrons who made this possible, including, you know, the nice bits on the bike. They wouldn't have happened without my patrons, so thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's bought some merch. Links in the description to my Etsy store if you want to have a look at any of that stuff. And if you have any questions, again, leave me a comment. And yeah, thank you again. Adios. Outro crew. What do you think of my new camera? I'm getting used to it. Hopefully this worked okay, because it was expensive. The setup was expensive. I hope it worked alright. Let me know, do you think the quality was better in this video due to El Camera? Because if it wasn't, I'll be sad, and it's still gonna be here a while because, well, Well, because I bought it now, so kind of have to make it work. And yeah, let me know, do you think the bike's too expensive? I don't think so. I'm really happy with the money spent on it. I'm really happy with the bike. I love this bike. Yeah, a lot. I hope that worked and is not shit.